Technology is not complicated. It is not explained properly. Hi, my name is Sai. Welcome to my YouTube channel Decoding with Sai. Here I will be explaining each day one unique topic that you have not understand properly.
The topic for today's discussion would be HTTP versus HTTPS. When you open a website, your browser talks to a website server. This communication can happen in two ways: HTTP or HTTPS. On the left side, we can see we have Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP). On the right side, the extra S stands for secure. HTTP means data travels through the open internet without a built-in encryption. Think of it like sending your login information on a postcard. The postcard may reach the website server, but the information written on it is visible while it travels. Here, the username and password are clearly shown. This is why HTTP is not safe for login pages, shopping websites, banking websites, or online payments. If somebody is able to intercept the communication, the data is much easier to read. Now look at the right side. We have HTTPS. HTTPS means the data is sent through a secure encrypted connection. Instead of an open postcard, the information is placed inside a locked envelope. The data still travels from your browser to the website, but it is protected overall in the journey. The simple difference is HTTP sends data openly, but HTTPS sends it in a secure manner, encrypted connection. Let's look at the shopping login data when you browse any website for shopping. You enter your email and password. Your data is with the help of and your password goes through an encrypted channel. Hidden password is not enough. Even though the passwords are made into dots, this is not enough. How does the password travel from your device to the website server? This is the main question. With HTTPS, your login data does not only travel plain readable text, but first your email and password become data packets. After that, inside the tunnel, the information is changed into the secure coding text. Even if someone tries to observe the data while traveling, they should not be able to understand the actual password. This is why the website server receives the protected data and then processes your login. This is why HTTPS is very important when you log into any website. Your password should never travel openly across the internet. Now let us understand the encryption in a very simple way. On the left side, we can see a readable data. Hi Alex, can we meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. to review the plan? Thanks. Sent by Jamie. Now, this readable data enters the secure tunnel. The tunnel represents encryption. Encryption changes the readable code into the unreadable information. On the right side, the random letters or characters, or somewhat we call these as ASCII characters, or ASCII is a 128-bit character notation. Currently we have moved past the ASCII characters. So as you can see, from the readable data to unreadable during travel, this is what encryption does. When we say HTTPS encrypts data, we mean it protects the information while it is moving between your browser and the website server. The data is not just floating across the internet openly, it is logged, protected, and unreadable during travel. Now let's understand what is TLS. Before a secure connection can happen, as you can see in this web, a term called as TLS handshake happens. First, the client sends, TLS stands for Transport Layer Security. Transport Layer Security. This is the main technology behind HTTPS. You do not need to remember every technical detail, but the basic idea is very simple. First, the browser contacts the website and says, I want to create a secure connection. After that, the website server replies and sends its certificate. The certificate is like a digital ID card for the website. The browser checks the certificate. It checks whether the certificate is valid, trusted, and not expired. Then the browser and server create a secure key. This key is used to encrypt the data during the exchange. Once this process is complete, a secure encrypted tunnel is created between the browser and the website server, as you can see here. After that, the data can travel safely through HTTPS. So, the TLS handshake is like setting up the logged tunnel before your private information starts moving. Now let us understand what a digital certificate is. A digital certificate is like a website ID. Your browser connects to a website, the server presents a certificate. The browser checks three important things. It first checks the domain name, it then checks the validity. Validity means the certificate should not be expired. Domain name means the website that you are visiting, such as www.google.com. Third, it checks trusted authority. Trusted authority is a certificate issuing authority which should be legal. For example, there are many certifying authorities currently. Any one of them could be the trusted authority in this case. If these checks are successful, the browser allows the secure connection to the server. This is why certificates are very important. They help the browser confirm that it is talking to the correct website domain. But remember, certificate does not automatically mean the website is honest. It only helps verifying the connection with the domain, particular domain. You still need to check whether the domain name itself looks correct, because Google and Google are different. If there is a website named as G 100 times OGLE, that could be suspicious. No. Let's go inside and understand if you have ever opened a browser, you might have seen in the top left corner of your browser the log icon. Here we see the log icon on the website named as shoppingsite.com. Why do we have a lock in that? What does that mean? Lock means it is an encrypted connection, a valid certificate. You just need to check the domain name. For example, shopping-site.com and shopping with O replaced as 0 sh0pping may look similar at the first glance, but they are not the same. Attackers create fake websites names that look close to the real ones. So, do not look at the log icon, look at the full website address. Log icon means the connection is protected. That's all. The domain name tells you where you are actually connected. For safe browsing, you should check both 1 and then 2. Now let's make a comparison between a real website that is on the left and a fake suspicious website which is on the right. In the real website, it uses HTTPS. The domain name looks correct. The website looks professional and trustworthy. On the right side, suspicious fake website. Notice something important. It also uses HTTPS, but it also has a log icon. But as you can see, the spelling of the shopping is different. It is misspelled intentionally. One is the same as L, O is the same as 0. Login.com doesn't ring the bell, right? A fake HTTPS protects the connection but not your judgment. This means HTTP can protect the data while it travels, but it cannot decide whether the website itself is genuine or not. You must still use your judgment. Check the spelling of the website address. Avoid strange links. Be careful with offers that look too good to be true, and never ignore browser security warnings. Please go back to the slide in which there was no markings so that you can understand each and every point. Pause the video and then you can move forward. Now, let me explain you how a secure online payment happens. You go to a shopping website, you reach the payment page. You enter your card details, cardholder name, expiry date and CVV. In the screen, details are hidden using dots. But again, hiding the details on the screen is not the same as protecting them on the internet. Real protection comes from HTTPS. The payment data moves from laptop to an encrypted tunnel. Inside the tunnel, it becomes protected and coded. The payment server receives the encrypted information securely. HTTPS helps protect payment data while it is in transit. It also helps protection against eavesdropping. Eavesdropping means somebody wants to look at the information that they are not supposed to look. It also helps to verify the browser is connected to a correct server. It keeps the payment communication safe and private. For a secure payment, you always need HTTPS. So let's recap in this video what we have understood. HTTP is a basic way browsers and websites communicate. But HTTP does not encrypt the data itself. HTTP is the secure version. HTTPS uses TLS to create the connection. Encryption changes readable data into unreadable coded text while it travels. TLS helps create the secure connection. Certificates help the browser check the website's digital identity. The browser log icon tells you that a connection is encrypted and the certificate is valid for that domain. But the log icon does not automatically mean the website is honest. A fake website can also use HTTPS. So remember this simple line. HTTP is like a postcard. HTTP is like a postcard. HTTPS is a locked envelope. Lock matters because it shows your connection is protected. But before you log in or make a payment, always check both things, log icon and the domain name. That is how you stay safe while browsing, shopping and paying online. Thank you for listening.